week at the science lab.
Is anyone hurt?
No, everyone has been safely evacuated.
Hey, officer, what is that stuff?
Beats me, I'm no scientist. But until we get it under control, this road is closed, okay?
Thank you, officer.
You folks take care now. Aw, dang. My new boots.
Clay? Ew.
Guys, I found the other party guest.
Uh-oh, this is not my kind of party.
Up the block.
I'm calling a taxi.
I got rhythm.
It's such a big fright that your heart is gonna stop from all the shock.
I hate it when you do this.
You close your eyes and hope that smells just your imagination.
Will you make him stop?
Nasty surprise. You hold your breath and wait for it to pass.
Don't be an ass.
You think that's good? You should hear my Tito.
We've talked about this. You know how I feel about spontaneous musical outbursts.
Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood.
We're unbalanced. It's not fair.
I'd like to call to order this secret conclave of America's media empires. We're here to come up with the next phony baloney crisis to put Americans back where they belong, in dark rooms glued to their televisions, too terrified to skip the commercials.
Well, I think...
NBC, you are here to listen and not speak. I think we should go with a good old-fashioned public health scare.
A new disease. No one's immune. It's like the summer of the shark, except instead of a shark, it's an epidemic. And instead of summer, it's all the time.
That is smoking.
Now, I hate to be the guy who derails what everybody else loves.
He loves being that guy.
But, Janice, we do have standards. This can't be a made-up disease. The only moral thing to do is release a deadly virus into the general public.
We do have something we've been holding on to, but it hasn't been tested. Get over here, NBC.
Well, we certainly believe in testing, but
Wow. Oh, yeah.
So, we've got our deadly disease. Now, we just have to blame it on something that's in every household, something that people are a little bit afraid of already. House cat flu is coming, people. The Center for Disease Disinformation predicts with some degree of probability that the house cat flu might spread in the following hypothetical outbreak pattern. So petter beware, that warm body on your lap just might be ready to destroy your tender fiddles. Springfielders are advised to stay tuned for more information if they experience any of the following symptoms: mild thirst, occasional hunger, tiredness at night.
You know, I don't know when this was ever a good idea.
Hurry up, boy. We have to burn everything the cat touched before the virus makes us paranoid. Before the virus makes us paranoid. Before the virus makes us paranoid. Before the virus makes us paranoid.
Homer! Stop burning! They have a vaccine!
All right, we'll get the vaccine.
Homer, did you know he was in the pile?
I thought he was an old clump of rags. Don't worry, people. We have enough vaccines for one child per family.
I don't even have a kid that I admit to
Please
having.
use your time in line wisely to Sophie's Choice your child.
What a crook! This isn't the line for a movie. Why are you wearing that costume?
Because you see, I am afraid of needles, but Wolverine is not. Snicked, snicked. Oh, need acceptable currency. Oh, for delicious treat. Oh.
Mr. Burns, where's he going?
Yes, I'd like 37 snifters of your influenza syrup. One for me, one for Smithers here, and the rest for my hounds.
Give him what he wants. He's the only taxpayer in this town.
But, Mr. Mayor, these people have waited in line, and dogs can't even get the disease.
They'll see me take it, and they'll want some. It's really little jelly belly.
Sir, perhaps we should get out of here before people start resenting you.
Ooh, hurry up and get in. I'll drive.
Hurry, everyone. Roll in the shards. Come on, like this. Healthy, getting healthy. Oh, getting healthy. And very sleepy.
All right, so Georgetown faces backlash for honoring former basketball player who attacked officer. This article was done October 15, 2024 at 6:07 p.m. 67 means something. And it was also pushed out at 11:56 a.m. So 56 is a coded number for Society of Jesus. Of course, Georgetown University is of the Society of Jesus. Kamala Harris' husband, Imhoff, is from Georgetown. He's a Jesuit as well. So this is really just something that the Jesuits / Vaticans are testing out. This young female probably have no idea that she's being used as a lab experiment. And if she receives the pow, 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 and she received more than one, she pretty much could be being used to just see how the heathen rages, as some definitely say. So let's look and see what they show. For door numbers 322, it says Skull and Bones, which is of Yale University. Okay.
How are you? Oh, Jesus Christ.
And the man said, Lord Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. Back up, back up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, man. I can also do it. Please back up. Oh, yeah. Back up.
So she backed up for a few seconds.
Back up.
But she keeps coming at it.
Back up. Was that the knife she had? Okay.
Oh, she's stabbing in the head.
Once again, you're not cut anywhere. Where is she shot?
So, you know, there are people who
upper torso.
Lives are put at risk because they don't even. The case that she already came out with a knife. She got on black and white, which is duality. Her door number is 322. That's Skull and Bones. That's, you know, I mean, Skull and Bones. Secret Society, occultic. Now, if she, I don't know if she's part of the fraternity, sorority. I think it's sorority. If she is part of the sorority, I'm gonna go look at her content to see what is she. You know, because when you're in sororities, you have to do a ritual. You have to do occultic things. They don't talk about it much because, you know, you're on the line and you're not supposed to talk about that stuff. But there have been hundreds of women coming out saying that they shouldn't have done that because it opens them up to dark forces. If she was on any type of medication, you know, when I was in the university, I took several 400 level abnormal psychology courses that teach you about medication for certain things. And if Sydney was on any medication, that could be the trigger, because a lot of children that are doing a lot of these shootings in the schools are on mind medication. That's why you have to be very aware of not being afraid to figure out what's wrong with you. When you're afraid to deal with, let's say, some childhood trauma, and you don't want to deal with childhood trauma, and you decide, I'm just going to suppress it, someone will come along and say, you know what, you have ADHD, you have this, that, and the other, you have some type of schizophrenia, and this what we'll offer you. Now, that may not even be the answer to it, because of course drugs aren't going to solve it. It takes walking out what your issues are. Of course, you can be used and abused, and other people sit back and watch and see what happens to you. I was thinking about the Thomas Crook boy that shot, they said shot at Trump. And the reason why I say is because there were shooters behind the building that this young fella was on. And of course, he was on a BlackRock commercial. Okay? So this is all about the money. This is all about using innocent people, children, who they come out being pumped up with. You have to get at least 75 in certain states, and that's required in order to go to school. 75, and then they also require a lot of students to get these things. Even though a lot of the they require a lot of students in order to go to college during 2020 to 2023. You have to receive something that was global, and this stuff has graphene oxide nanotechnology in it. Now, I would say the name, but I just got 2 of my channels striked because they were crying because I was showing in people's blood there is an electrifying blue material, not pink, because the blood is blue. Our blood is blue, but on the inside our blood is blue, but on the outside when the air hits it, when it oxidizes it, it turns red. So, you know, what I'm trying to say is this. There's a lot of experimenting going on right now because, you know, that thing called warp speed was an experiment, and Anthony Fauci said it was, for sure. It was an experiment, and diapers on your face will not prevent you from naturally receiving it, but then your body should be able to fight it off. However, when you get the safe and secure thing, that's actually when you get the big dose of what you don't need that will cause you to rage and will cause you to be zombie-like, because that's why they have all these zombie movies and all these zombie songs. It's because they know we're electric beings, and when they put substance inside of vials, you can be affected, especially if you have mind drugs, if you're on a mind drug or a depression drug. Please understand this, and please hear me. I can't make nobody do anything. But if there's any trauma in you, if there's any fear in you, you could be the next person, depending on your name, depending on what oath you took, depending on what ritual you were in, and didn't even know that they were going to use you based on your lineage, based on your name. All of that counts. Some people don't even know they're in the game. I think the officer was 33 years old. So we know 33 is a Master Mason, was really above the Master Mason. The 32 is, but 32 really is theater, but it was 33. So right here, she's C13. That's 33. All you gotta do is remove the I think I'm clicking too much. And here go another person who was an Olympian going through something. I want to really find out whether or not Sydney received, or did Georgetown require everyone to receive a certain safe and effective thing. Because if she did, that could be part of the issue. Sydney. Let me highlight Sydney's name real quick. And let me see if Sydney, if they got anything out here to explain how did Sydney get in this condition. Sydney appeared in all 32 games. So they're good at 32. I just talked about 32, didn't I? with 29 stars. That was an emergency. 29 is emergency. So she has all the right numbers. Average was 3.2. There go to 32 again. I need to look at 38. I need to look at 38 real quick. Sydney was 13. That's CIA. And it's a few other things. Do I need my list? Let me get my list real quick. Let me get my binder. I want to decode live. And, understand, if you don't hear me say nothing else, please get your fears under control, because they will use your fears, your trauma, your past. You're not dealing with your past. You're not dealing with your, they call them your demons. Like, let's not call them demons. You're not dealing with stuff that brings fear in you. Who knows? Maybe she had the fear of policemen. And I think that the way the country's going, I think that one side of our politicking is doing too much with acting like policing is demonic. You're always going to have a few bad groups. But overall, no. So number 13 has to do with MPOC, CIA, M5. And then let me go to the other number, which is 32. So let's see what inside of the 32 there are going to be players in the play. We're in a game called Life. We are in a matrix and a simulation. And Sydney made it to a certain platform, and her life may have just been sniped because they could do it. So 32 games appeared in all 32 games. So 32, Theater, Lucifer, and Lucifer in Septenary Cipher, and then you got Lucifer in Keypad Cipher. Harpazo, that's a rock band. So Sydney was removed. This was not the police doing, because the man got damaged up bad. The guy that was laying on the floor. You can always have people in the play that don't know they're going to be in the play. Okay? 29. So she started 29. So let's look at 29 real quick. Let me go through my ciphers really quick. I really want this clear. And I'm going to keep saying this over and over again. If they have nothing to master you with, because you went in and you dealt with all of your lies, past lives, current life, whatever it is, you said whatever this be, I need to figure out a way to talk to it, deal with it, confront it, whatever you need to do, because from a lot of Hollywood stars to a lot of singers, these people have trauma in them. And they actually turn into another personality, a split personality, when you question them. Maybe they were requiring Sydney to come out or do something she didn't want to do. I don't know the story. I may have to go look at that. But the main thing that caught my attention was Georgetown. And I'm going to show y'all Georgetown is a Jesuit, like Kamala Harris's husband, the Aussie Nazi Jew, had invested in the companies that's trying to deal with the Hurricane Helen. But I ain't gonna go there. I'm just telling y'all, all this stuff really is a show. This baby may have been in the crossfires because of what they've issued out these past few years that got the graphene in it. That's marking people for who? Lucifer. Now, if Sydney got more than one marker, I'm going to call it a marker because that's what it is. It's a graphene oxide nanotechnology, robotic, self-assimilating genotherapy, because it wasn't what they said it was. It was warp speed. So Trump's guilty, and Biden's guilty, and Anthony Fauci is guilty, and the Pope Francis is guilty because he said that they were sinning if they didn't get it. And this girl may be a Catholic, never know. But anyway, so 29 stands for WF. That was in that basketball player who got shot by this teenager in this nice town. He had the WF on his as well. Emergency and 911. So right there, once she finished her games, they put her under a 911. Once her skit, which 9 out of 10 ended her life, was an emergency skit. Okay, theater 32. Emergency. Average 32. So you got a 32, which is 3.2. This is a theater or skit. What kind of skit? An emergency skit. Okay. Now I want to look at this 38, 3.8 because I know it's an 11, like the Twin Towers, a doorway. So that they enter the doorway of an emergency. Let's see, what's 38 real quick. I'm going to see what inside of this game is related to her. Okay, so number 38. I know it's a 3.8, y'all, but if you're not a math person, like really coded math person, you probably look over that. 38 enciphers, listen to me, death, killing, Masonic, Jewish. That's the reason why I brought up Imhoff. I'm not saying Imhoff did it, but y'all, Imhoff from Georgetown. I'm just saying, just hear me out. Meltdown, Metonic. That's how the matrix is moving in the game. Is in the metonic mechanism movement towards a meltdown by the Aussie Nazis. The Zionist Jews are part of this group that makes sure this makes it on television or television. Of course, the Masons have a lot to do with this, the CIA, the Jesuits, but it's killing death. This is a killing death. It will keep distractions going. So they'll literally waste an innocent, I call it innocent baby life, is because, and the police officer too. They don't kill, they don't care. They'll take out their own, actually. So if he was in the lodge and she was in a sorority or was part of Eastern Star or something, they don't care. The people that's over, they don't care. Led the team with 24 blocked shots. Okay, so let's look at 24. Now I may run her name still, but I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I got two best of clothes I have to fold, and I need to start lunch in less than 30 minutes. And I said to myself, I need to do this one because when I woke up this morning, I checked my other two channels. One of my videos on both channels got strike, and I was simply talking about. Oh, wait a minute! I'm only talking about the graphene oxide nanotechnology thing. I'm only talking about the stuff that they gave to the whole world, tried 7% of the world, that marked people up. Marked them up towards what? Well, you just saw it said Lucifer. I'm just saying. And then, okay, 24 is 24 block shots. Y'all see that last word I just said? So she led the team with 24 block shots. So that's what I'm talking about when I say the graphene. I'm literally talking about that last word. I hope you caught it. Because I don't feel like trying to remake a channel. I already lost hundreds of videos. I don't feel like all that. And I don't like to self-censor neither. I'm not that kind of person either. But I do know people know how to think. 24 MPOX again. And then English Ordinal CAT. Now remember on Twitter, Elon Musk was saying kitty army, kitty army. So there's a small young folks army that they're using that are under spells of Egypt, that are under medical spells of Egypt, that are under plague and disaster spells. Okay, so if this female Sydney or the officer had anything to do with any ritual, I don't care if your grandmama or your granddad has said, I'm gonna do it for you. You just sign your name on the roll. I sign. You agree with it. You agree with doing it. And then they lock you in. They block you in. I'm sure she's probably too young to even realize it. What happens is you get blocked and locked in to the curse, to the spell. And until you go back and deal with all your so-called hidden sins, hidden demons, what would I call a demon? Low frequency. Fear, anxiety, worry, where you can't control your mind. Now it looked like Sydney could not control her mind. Now when he got more than 20 steps away from her, more than 20 steps. He gave her a directive. Please understand there's no excuse when people give you a directive. And this girl almost looked like my skin color. There is no excuse, y'all. You can't. When they give a directive, comply. This ain't got nothing to do with no ego. That's how we can only assume that she wasn't in her right mind some kind of way. Was she just getting off of Twitter, off the phone, what did she see that triggered her? What of course there are devices they can fly over your house, drones they can fly over your house and trigger, because that's called, what do they call it? I forgot what it's called, where they can harass you, talk to your head, harass you with this new technology they have out that's called citizen warfare. And I did a video on weather warfare, and I was like, y'all, they figured out a way to depopulate the earth, because let me tell you something, them Georgia Guidestones, they got blown up for a reason at 333, for a reason. And let's move on, because I could really spend some time talking about this baby, and I need to find out the officer's name too, because I'm sure that he probably was like, I'm down for the theater and the skit and the play and being in the lodge and whatever, but I wasn't down for y'all trying to take me out. I'm not nobody's sacrifice. And she can't say that now, but okay, posted 6 points. Wow. 6 points, 6 rebounds, 66. So you better be glad girl they ain't put no 666 on you. That would really been devastating. Let's see. Are they trying to do a 66 there? So we got 66. So let's look at 66. Her whole thing is a code. And if you're not gifted to know what I'm doing, please don't get emotional down there and try to tell me anything. Because I promise you, I don't get moved by people that don't want eyes to see. I don't get moved by when something happens. I have to just decipher it. I have to just look at it. I can't get into my emotion, because emotions really be for weak people. You get in them emotions, you won't be able to see it all. So it says, okay, so let's look at all this. All the things that are that run with 66. Vivette Rummy Swummy, 33. How much this baby was? Let's go back. Somebody said somebody was 33. I think she couldn't have been 30. Police was 33, right? Police? I think the policeman was 33. I think the policeman was 33. Okay, which was peculiar to me. Jesse Winker, lunar. This has to do with the moon. So when did she do this at nighttime? Did she do this at night? What time was it when she did this? Let's see. Was it nighttime? Georgetown post was shared on September. September, that's 9. The 20. This is emergency, 9/11. So they even did it on the 9/11. Wow. Just a few days following the shooting and several weeks before the shooting was made public. So they shared it on a 9/11. Georgetown shared it on a 9/2. That's a 9/11 emergency. That's a ritual. It's a ritual killing. Wow. How old this baby was? Let's see, 1990. 1990, that means that 2 years, that's 30. How is that possible? Huh? Wait a minute. Was she born in 1990? That can't be possible. Why is she playing basketball? Let me think. Let me pause for a minute here. I have a child born in 1992. Right? Yeah. That means she was 32. going to be 33. 1900. Wait. Yeah, I'm baffled right now. Give me a pencil. I need to eat. So let's see. 2024, 1990. Oh, look. She was 33. This can't be. How somebody play back about that? What the? This is weird. This is weird. Am I seeing that right? 1990. This is weird. How somebody 33? Huh? I thought this was college. Oh, this is weird. Interesting. Why do they have 1990 to 2024 on Sydney? Now, G is for the goat, gematria, God. Was she not a player at the present moment or something? They just showing this. Okay, anyway, 66. Okay. Whew. Okay, so this has to do with shoe event, Pharaoh, Lent, debit card, careful, type, a queer, beast, title, Lakers, envy, ancient, all these things. Italian floor, Sodom, single, neuron, sugar, Islamic wedding, alcohol, twin, ruby, Anubis, lost, Abrasus, mulak, sacrifice. Freedom, happy, family, blessed, woman, rushed, cursed into the abyss, the Kulifta, a demonic space. So Kulifta is what those in Kabbalah use. It's like Madonna. It's the ritualistic kind of magic that Jews use. Okay, that's why I brought up Imhoff, Kamala's husband, because it's like, to me, that's the simplest way I see it, as those in power can get energy from this. Then you got over here keypad, Prince, that's Chaldean, I mean. Keypad, Donald J. Trump, Chaldean, Prince of Princes. All right. In the home, opening win over Longwood, pull down 2 boards with 2 blocks. 2-2. Why are they doing 2-2? 2-2. Let's see what they're trying to say. So I'm only using the language that the coded people use, the secret society use. Let's keep talking about imposts. I guess they finna make imposts important now. I have no idea. Lost number 11. So 11 is very important, very an occultic number for sure. That's WF. Parcel shooting on window. So you know the basketball player, the one that got shot, but he was looking at the camera, and then a fire department guy walked in front of the camera, threw a peace sign. I did a video on that. And they had an emergency thing on the ambulance just blinking by the door where they moved his face to. Yeah. So his was really skit very well. Number 11. Those are like the 2 twin towers. Remember that. Scored 2 points with a steal of number 20. They keep doing it. 22. 2 points, 5 boards. I'm sure if I skip anything, somebody gonna say something. You know, you could have said about this. I'm like, Oh boy. So let's see what this is right here. That number 10, Georgia, that I didn't highlight, that I'm looking at. WF, Satan, God. So evidently that was a wrestle. The setup over Satan and God, or is it the setup of God as Satan, or Satan as God? Was she struggling with that? I mean, what's the point? Keep saying 22. We know that's WL. 5 points, 4 rebounds. That's 54. It's gonna come a point. It's gonna the code gonna open up, and I'll see what it's really talking about. Okay, Jesuit order, full reduction. Jesuit order is 54. Second moon, love, Venus, jets. Okay. So So what else is it saying? Whoever wrote this is definitely wrote it in coded language. There go another 22, 10 points, 12 boards, 5 points. Why do we need to know all this? I guess. Then they go period in 32 games. Interesting. Can I figure out whether or not she got the juice? What's required? What's required? Do they have anything that tells you whether or not they have to get something? Was she in school still? Let's see what this is. Mental health. Don't look like I'm gonna get any help there. So, Georgetown women's basketball mourns the tragic loss of Sydney Wilson, 313. They said she was 6'3" too. Boy, I need to put a code. I need to actually do a cipher up here, but I'm trying to avoid going that route because I know it's really going to take a lot of effort to edit, and I don't want to edit. I already got one video sitting over on the side that I need to attach to this one. Got Alex Jones' opinion and Watchman's opinion. Watchman's saying a little bit too much to the pink venom. I'm like, no, bro, you just stop saying it so much. They gonna shoot your video down again. And I know why we say what we say, because we have to say it. You know, we have to. Georgetown's poster shared. So y'all see that on the 9/11. Hope y'all know a 2-9 or a 9-2 is a 9/11. There's a lot of 11s on her. There's a lot of 56s too. Let me go to Georgetown. So did it require Georgetown? Did it require any type of? If I can find that out, that would be so pleasing to understand what was required for these kids. I know over here where we live at, it was definitely required. Georgetown received $27.5 million to address the. That's weird. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, that's good to see that IHS. That's Vatican. That's Catholic. They go to Mason. The compass in the square. This is Jesuit. This is definitely a Jesuit college. You gotta be very careful not to go to these kind of places. But you know, some people just follow their upbringing, and you have to really be aware of your genome, your DNA, and your DNA may have a lot of dark fear in it, a lot of worry in it, a lot of stress in it already, and you have to face the hidden things. If you do not face the hidden things, that's the very thing they'll get you in. Wishing Georgetown Jewish community all of the celebration, LGBTQ, blah, blah, blah. They all down for everything. They're down for everything. Mentally, I'm here. Can they tell me whether or not they did anything for I want to see, can I find anything about whether they require the children to get anything. Well, right there is enough right there. That to the right over here by his hand, by a flag with the blue tip on it, says a lot. And then people know each department, I guess. Yeah. Let's go and let me do a search. Maybe I should do that from the beginning. Let's do what's required? Is there anything required? Yeah. Y'all gonna need to give me some information because I'm tired of being on here. A gender perspective in growing humanity. So it says here, Georgetown strongly recommends all community members stay up to date with the blah blah and receive the latest dose as recommended by the CDC. The recommendations for what it means to be updated vary based on age. So they recommend receive the lay and stay up on it. So yeah. Students should follow their instructor's policy. Okay. So they require you to be up on it. So I mean, up on it. I just do too much. I do too much telling, and so I have to have my cameras. Okay. Period. Okay. So she was 2 years older than my daughter. That makes her to be 34. Oh, she was 34, but this happened before she turned 34. So they had to make it happen on 33. They didn't have much time. Let's see, can I move her over a little bit? There you go. Let's see. All right. So, does Sydney have any particular numbers I need to look at? 44. 44 is death at the door, or the door of death. That's Caldine green at the bottom down there. If y'all can see what I'm talking about. This video is going a little bit longer than I thought. Yeah, it's almost been over 30 minutes. But I mean, her life has been played out, and so I'm gonna give us some time. So it's Lightning, Trump, Vance, Gen Z, Goliath. Gen Z Goliath is this super big, tall guy. What's the country called? Kenya, and he's of the genome of giants, or he has that disorder that makes him taller. Death's Door, Killer. No, Death's Door, Kill, Officer, Shooting, Cancer, Chemo, Under Magic, Military, Genocide, Hidden Brain, Mass Clock, 44, interesting. October 2nd, these are different ciphers I'm reading. Packers, and that's a football team, I think. So sports. Okay, so we got 40. Beside, I'm down here, y'all. Okay, I just did that one. Okay, I don't need to look at that. Cause I'll be all doing too much. I cannot stress how important it is to master your emotions. Look, if you're upset about something and you can explain why you're upset, and you can explain it, and you're talking to the people that you're upset about, and you can explain it, this, and this, and you want to really talk to the people about, explain me why you're doing this. Can you reason with me? But if you are in your own head, and you're not talking to the individuals in a reasonable way, it's just accusation. Because Impox. Harp-a-zo. I know y'all probably wondering, what is Harp-a-zo? What is Harp-a-zo? Because it was on the last one. Let me see, can I pull Harp-a-zo up? Okay. This has everything to do with Freemasonry. See the floor down there? It has everything to do with guns, transhuman. It has everything to do with pretty much death. See the skull back there? It has everything to do with, looks like the devil's in the church. Okay, the devil's in the temple. So the temple, in the forehead, to be marked in the forehead. Okay. Let me look at 37 real quick, since it's sitting in front of me. Keypad, that hot pink right there. Let me see what Harpo is also extending out. Mahadi, Hell, Hades, the Jink means that's a demon. Legal Kabbalah, she was on a spell. and it's sort of kind of like Walt Disney, where it's almost unbelievable. Almost unbelievable. Maybe she loved Walt Disney. Maybe she went to Disney World a lot. Interesting. All right. So let me move that. So let's look at next number. Let's do a chronological order because I didn't do that one in order. Let's do 58. She has several 58s, which is this a 58. Now because we're in the game, 58. I'm tempted to go down there and look at that, but I don't want the video to be too long. 258s. So this is sort of kind of going to tell you a little bit more about the story, the play, the skit, the theater. Remember, we are characters inside of a game, and this game is called life. And a lot of times, if you do not take control of your fears, the game will use your fears against you. Matter of fact, people in the game will propagate you, direct you in such a way that they can use your energy to feed the machine. Masonry, secret society. Okay, this guy, Joseph Lapadu, he is, let me show you, he's a good guy. He's from Florida. He's a surgeon general. He's a melanated fellow. And he's literally hollering and screaming, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But I'm going to have to show you what I'm talking about in order for you to get what I'm talking about. Those of you who watch me all the time, y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you do. Let's see, can I find him? I got a big old picture of him, and he's yelling about a certain substance that Georgetown requires that insists on people be updated on it. He says that it's not wise to do it, but of course he's not going to be heard because that's not the narrative that they want to get out, because they want Georgia Guidestone to truly not been blown up for no reason. Okay, if y'all know what I'm saying. I got a good picture of it right here, but I'm not going to put that one because I'm sure that's what they crybaby about the last time, that it was just what it is. Let's see. What little fella? I got so many pictures on here, but I'm not going to edit this thing because I don't make money on my videos. But I still do excellent videos even though I don't make money on them because I'm an excellent spirited person, period. And even if I fear something, I'll still figure out a way not to fear. I'll still figure out how am I going to set my self free. This is what I was saying earlier. This is what they were doing to her. This is what Sydney pretty much was inside of. Okay? If I can find this guy in a few more seconds, then I'll feel like I haven't wasted your time and my time. And I'm not gonna say it's not meant to. They kept saying this on hers. They kept saying this, and I thought that was interesting. And I was like, huh? That's the Monkey King right there, India. So what are they trying to say? Because I was like, I want to go to the Lapadu. However, his is the one that Georgetown's requiring. So it's like, but that's part of her code too. Here he is. So, of course, this isn't medical information. This is just an image of him saying he advises against, because for this fall and this winter. This was in September 16, 2024. So, and this other picture that I was showing y'all, Watchmen had added this to the logo. So he sees it as Judas. He sees it as Prince Mohammed bin Solomon 666, which I do agree. Prince Solomon is definitely 666. And if y'all don't understand why I keep saying something like I keep saying the Jesuit oath, it's because the Jesuit oath ultimately is to take down the Protestants or liberals They literally, they're the mother church, they're the harlot, and their goal is to make sure that His Holiness the Pope is Christ's vice vigor. Anyway, the whole point is they say right here, I do further, this is their oath, promise and declare that I will, when opportunity presents, make and wage relentless war, secretly or openly. So a lot of these storms that's going on right now that just don't make no sense, especially the one that went up, Helen, the one that went up with warfare kind of technology, and people say no, it can't be like that. Y'all really don't. Y'all really. I got many loved ones in the military, and they be looking like, where's my uncle? They be looking like, why people don't know this? Why don't people only read what they're told to read? Anyway, it says, so they do a lot of dangerous things. That's all I'm trying to say. And, they do a lot of, I will spare neither age, sex, or condition, and that I will hang, burn, waste, boil, flag, strangle, and burn alive those infamous heretics, rip up the stomachs, that's abortion, and wounds of the women. A lot of these doctors that's in these clinics, they literally are Jesuits, from women to men, Jesuits and Jesuits. I mean, that when the same cannot be done openly, I will secretly use a poisonous cup. Y'all, these people playing? And the strangle at the cords. And the steels of the penard, or the leaden bullet. People getting shot at a lot lately, because they better keep their Jesuit oath. Regardless of the honor, rank, dignity, or authority of the persons, whatever may be their condition in life. They don't care if you're a basketball player. They don't care if you're a police officer. They don't care if you've given so much to the university. They don't care. Either public or private. And then they'll say, well, you putting a bad name on the college. Well, guess what? This is a Jesuit oath. This is a Jesuit oath. And I know y'all saw that was a Jesuit college. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It's just what I do all day long, baby. It's just what I do all day long. 59. We got two 59s look like it. All right, so let's deal with 59 if I got one. Okay, so it's Ryan Wesley Rolfe shot at Trump. So Ryan Wesley Rolfe was on medication, and he was MK Ultra mind control. So this to me is sounding like MK Ultra mind control bull crap going on right now that a lot of people don't even know exists. And if you tell them, there's this conspiracy. Well, guess what? Conspiracy comes from the CIA, the Jesuits. Go, please take out some time to study. Please take out some time to study and show yourself approved unto your God. Please stop trying to prove you don't know nothing to me. Go show your God you know something. And not just study the Bible, which, is a good coded book. However, you need to do some more studying. Y'all folks be coming out here trying to say some babyish stuff. I'm as long as you're trying to see through the veil to how this guy almost lost his life behind them trying to orchestrate this child's life like a Skinner rabbit. They're trying to say a monkey, y'all said. They got their jokes. So we got 76, single reduction, SKV exception 76. So keypad, we have Kamala Ira Harris, that's her original name. Then we got M. Potts, Skull and Bones, Ryan Wesley Rolfe. That means if you put in any of these names, you're going to get a cipher of 76, just like hers. But when the cipher lines straight up with her cipher, it's like you can't run around it. It's like it is what it is. Ryan Wesley Rolfe, that's the other guy that tried to shoot Trump that went to Ukraine. Woo! These are assignments. This baby's life was offered up. 77, life offered up. Did I say do 77 already? No, 76. 77. So we just heard Kamala, right? Now you got Donald J. Trump, Ryan Wesley Rolfe, the guy that tried to shoot him at the golf court. Well, thought about doing it. Green Bay sports teams. There's a whole bunch of sports players on here. Christ, Microsoft, and Coca-Cola. Oh, that's GMO. That's GMO. Bill Gates is Microsoft and Coca-Cola Expedition. That's GMO food. So this has everything to do with the inward workings of changing a person from the inside. Interesting. Then we got what's next? Did I do? Let's see. I think I just did that one. Then we got, and her, see, a lot of these people are all put in a certain kind of arena of death killing. They definitely still trying to kill Trump, because not that Trump's some perfect fella. It's just that they need those sacrifices. They need those killings. They would love to remove Trump, because Trump would bring a whole bunch of loosh to the lower frequency realm, because so many people who, anyway, I ain't even go there. Oh girl, I ain't even go there. It ain't worth my time. Let me focus on just finishing this decode. Ryan Wesley Roth, that's 59. We already did that one probably. Anything else I want to talk about? 74. I'm going to get off. It's a lot of codes. I could have did her code a little different, but it keeps saying the same thing. So, okay, English Ordinal, 74, Lucifer. So it's clearly saying what was going on was definitely demonic. She definitely was tapped into. Remember, we are electric beings. We are energy beings, and we are inside of a world that's electric, whether you believe it or not. Killing Muhammad, Lucifer, Masonic, Jewish, occult, Yeshua, Joshua, Jesus, Cross, Messiah, Gospel, Organ, Shishan, GNZ, Goliath, meaning somebody very big. Parables, Jesus Christ, San Diego, Prince, or Pusha virus. Let me click it. Let me click it now. So this is the main thing I want to stress about hers. Is Skull and Bones. So let me remove. See, this is the one I'm talking about right here. 140.